Hey guys, so the build on my RC sailboat was done. I didn't install the electronics. This is why. My mission has now changed. I have pulled out the mast mount and it's over here, okay? Along with the sails. Everything's fine. Everything's going to be there. Everything's going to be built. But now I'm figuring out how to make this a real boat. I'm no longer interested in trying to jam RC stuff into it. I want instead a roughly scale model of what my boat will be. So you can see today I've started building the formers for what will be my cabin, figuring out my dimensions. This is all really important stuff. So you're seeing a model. These are what the model represents, those dimensions. So it's actually still going to be a very sleek boat, 29.5 inches total to the tip of the prow and the back of the stern. But as you can see, there's quite a big overhang. That'll equate to a 3-foot overhang and about a 2.5-foot overhang over the front. So this is a substantial overhang. The draft is actually very shallow. That's representing a draft of about 4.5 feet. So that's pretty good. It'll be a really nice boat when it's finished. So basically the layout will be from here to here, where you see a straight line here. If you were to imagine a straight line straight up and close this off, there's your locker for your anchor. Anchor will go through here. That's one of the reasons it's so thick and beefy, and hang out here. Then you have backups, a room for basically in this locker you could have a secondary, so you could have a stay anchor that's tied off to one of the cleats on the side. That's what I like to do. And then I have one here, and then I throw out the other one further back and tie it off a cleat and just walk it along to where I want, hook it up, throw it over the side, and it works really well. So if you were to look at from the floor, you're going to have the floor being starting right here. This is where the deepest part of where you could really access, you might think. But what I've realized is that my locker, my chain locker, because this is a small boat and it doesn't really need to be able to anchor incredibly deep, I'm going to keep this to about 3 feet deep. And what that'll mean is you'll have another foot and a bit in the floor where you put your feet. That'll be where you put your feet. You'll lay this way. I like to lay this way anyway. It's a little more stable and I don't mind my feet rocking. I find that helps to alert me to anything that's going on in the boat, which is really nice. That being said, the former is here. I just glue gunned it in for now, so I can. This is just so I can get an idea of what the outer shape will look like, and I have that in my head, roughly what I want. So now the trick is to try and build that. But before I get to any of that, I have to build the interior. So what I figured out today is basic bedroom dimensions, my anchor locker dimensions, what I'm gonna have at the floor for width, which is actually quite wide, enough for your feet and a couple's feet, and then it'll widen out from there. So you'll actually have a bulkhead here that'll be a wall that'll separate the bedroom. The bedroom will actually come out right to about here and give me 7 feet of actual bedroom floor space. Then coming back here to about here, you'll have right about here actually, you'll have your living room, dining room area. I'll have a little chart plotting station here, and I'll have a bathroom. It'll probably be right off the bedroom, but not. It'll probably be right at the stern. And at the other side, a shower, so I can have them separate. So if I'm in the shower, somebody else can use the bathroom. Not necessarily. I've decided instead, that was the original plan, because in a lot of boats it's that way, and it's really nice, it's convenient. But I've decided I want this to be a small boat, so this area is actually going to have the bathroom and the shower, or actually right around here. And on the other side, it'll actually be a very small workroom where I can work on the sails, so I can do electronic work and whatnot. Also in this portion, right off of the bedroom, there's going to be a small section where it's like a little chart plotting station up against the wall, and it'll come along the wall here and actually fold out from the wall here and here. And when you fold them out, you'll have a nice setup. There will be a table that, a chair that folds up and gets locked into the wall, and you'll pull it out, put the chair out, and sit down, and then you can work on this area when you want to, and have it out of the way when you want to. So when you first walk in, the whole thing looks like it's an open living room from about here to about here, which is awesome, because that's a nice big space internally, considering that this is a 29-foot boat this represents. That's actually a nice floor area. Anyway, I just wanted to make this a quickie, so Keith out.